ask the Arbite. Well, you and Darius both asked the Arbite if he knew anything about it. He said, "I don't fucking know. Go ask the Administratum." And the rest of the party is healing or getting bed rest, basically.
Down below.
Okay.
And yeah.
So I guess I we head to the Administratum to figure out what the fuck this Factorum 3 is.
By all means. So yeah. Okay. Deco and Radius, are either of you going to do anything whilst you're down there? Or are you just gonna continue to see what Amber and Arias are doing?
God damn it, Blue.
How bedridden am I?
You had
you're not exactly bedridden, it just kind of hurts to move.
And breathe.
Alright, well, that always hurts. My face is metal. I'm gonna, like, methodically be taking apart, cleaning my weapons, putting them back together over and over, while chanting litanies.
Drake appears to be praying something about the Emperor being good. Deco, are you still doing weapon maintenance?
Yeah.
I'm also going to be advising Deco on weapon maintenance, as I still think I'm smarter than him.
Christ.
Oh god.
Oh god. Okay.
I am going to completely ignore him.
As he knows I'm a fucking idiot.
Fair dues. Okay.
The two babysitters left the babies behind.
No, we've got,
Oh wait, no, we got
Deco's babysitting.
we got Drax, so he's the babysitter. Okay.
Yeah. Drake's cool.
Yeah, Drake.
Yeah. So, Amber and Arias, the two of you head towards the Administratum Spire. It does mean you have to go back down some hive levels. But it's a long walk. This is all going to take you guys about 3 hours to do. Even more so now that you're in the Administratum. So, entering into the Administratum facility, you're immediately greeted with the backs of several dozen people as they're all waiting in line to make their own inquiries and invoices and all this other shit. Generally, if you wait in this line, it's going to take you about 2 days to get to the front of it.
I'm an Arbite with a freaking cleric of the ecclesiarchy. I'm pushing through.
Somehow I knew you were going to say that. So, pushing through this crowd, initially you're greeted with, "Hey, what the fuck?" And then they turn around and notice you're an Arbite, and then they immediately stop talking. And start looking down and pretending as though they didn't say anything. Generally, no one really stops you because you're an Arbite. Who is going to try and fucking stop you? When you get to the front, of this line, you're greeted with an aging man, or an aging man who has no hair and has those weird old man spots all over his face.
It's the appearance when everyone's bald.
Yeah, he's also hunched over with some I don't really know what they're called in the Imperium. They're not glasses, but they're sort of like the type of glasses you use to inspect something really close up. They have a name in 40k, but I can't remember what it is. He appears to be using an autoquill to write on some parchment, with servo skulls floating around him and dropping off and picking up different bits of parchment and legislation and even a few data slates. And he hasn't seemed to have noticed the two of you standing there yet.
I'll tap the front desk to try to get her attention.
He continues his work.
I'll wait a good minute, and if he doesn't do anything, then I will speak up and ask and say, "Sir, I require assistance," more or less. Hell.
Yeah. When you say that, he still doesn't look up at you and continues to write. After a little bit, you notice you feel as though something's hovering behind you, and you notice there's a servo skull behind you that's still waiting to get by you. Servo skulls don't have the ability to effectively adapt their set course, so it seems you're standing in the way of this servo skull and it's trying to get by.
I move my head so it can just kind of float past me.
Oh, it's body length. But anyway, when it doesn't reach its destination, it continues to stand there, and the adept just seems to be sat there like looking down, waiting for something to happen, and then he just calmly puts his auto quill down, looks up at the two of you, and says, "You're disrupting my work."
Yes, and I apologize for that, but we require immediate assistance.
And these bits of legislation require my assistance.
I slowly just kind of scoot over to let the service go past, but I'm still looking at him. Okay. I guess I'll slide my day slate forward, showing that we're with the Adepted Terra to assist with the Thai Festival and require transport to Factorum 3, if I remember correctly. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he takes it, reads it quickly, and says, "So you're here to inspect everything, and you wish to know about Factorum 3.
Yes, more precisely, I'd like to pay a visit to it with my group.
Alright, let me see if I have any notes on it. Asguns can be energy or impact. Fuck off that energy. Anyway, sorry, a player in a different game is being a fucking retard. But anyway, yeah, so, he turns around and goes inside of a back room. He seems to be combing through the archives. How long are you willing to wait?
I'm an Arbite, so I'm assuming this may take you a while.
Takes 2 hours. Are you willing to wait 2 hours?
Yes, we need this information.
Okay. So you go and sit down and wait for a little bit. 2 hours go by, and the adept comes back out of the room, holding a data slate in his hands. The two of you obviously go back up, so you can go and see what he has to say. And he says, "Right, what we have on Factorum 3. It's a facility to the northeast of the mid-hive. It has been closed for unknown reasons. Its reasons have been censored by the Adeptus Mechanicus for an unknown reason. The Imperial Adeptus Arbites have placed it off limits. It's been off limits for approximately 6 weeks. If you wish to go there, please go and wait in the line over yonder." And he points to a very long line to the left of you and says, "To receive proper writ of allowance to go and do whatever it is you're going to do there."
Thank you.
And he just puts the data slate down and looks up at you.
Can I take the data slate?
No, it's administratum property.
Fine. I don't think email applies here. They can't just send me a copy of it.
They could, but you'd have to come back in a few weeks.
Yeah, no. So I'm just going to casually cut in front of everyone who's been waiting there for like 3 months and just take first.
Yeah.
I'm
So obviously the adept that you've now gone and bothered finishes writing up the sanction for some other random thing that this civilian wants. Probably a sanction to change jobs.
Yeah, I guess I'll take it, hand it back to the civilian. I'm like, okay, my turn.
Yeah. The adept looks up at you and says, "What do you need Trooper.
Looking for permission to visit Factorum 3. My group and I are conducting an investigation for the Adepted Tarot for the Thai Festival. Blah blah blah. Just checking everything to make sure everything should be where they are, shouldn't be where they are, whatever.
Right. Do you have the writ confirming who you are?
Hand in my Dayslate again.
He takes it and reads it. On nowhere of this bit of information does it state you need to go to this Factorum. And he just looks up at you slowly.
Well, the Factorum was closed by the Adeptus Mechanicus for unknown means. I would just like to go and check to make sure, to figure out why it was closed, more or less.
Well then, shouldn't you go talk to the Mechanicus rather than investigating it personally? It'd save an awful lot of time and effort.
I
You
prefer
don't need a writ to go and bother the techies.
I would prefer to see the place with my own eyes rather than ask for the others to aid me.
And I'd prefer to get my job done so I can finally die. Go bother the Mechanicus.
Can I roll anything to see if he can just freaking help me with this shit? I don't like these people. I'm very tempted to shoot.
Intimidate.
You can either intimidate him to do it, you can either charm him into doing it. You can, I don't know, make up a lie saying something like, I don't know. Well, you can't really make up a lie. It's generally either an intimidate or a charm. Do you want to seduce this poor old bastard, or do you want to scare the shit out of him? Bear in mind, if you fail horribly, you'll probably become an enemy of the Administratum. Well, not the enemy of the Administratum, but there's one adept who'll just refuse to help you and kick you out.
You can assist in certain tests. I'd say don't assist him in a, I forget what you called where you're going to flirt with him test.
Charm.
But you probably could assist him in scaring the shit out of this old dude.
I actually have
Assuming whoever's assisting passes an intimidate test on their own.
Yes.
Granting the +10.
I actually have a better chart that I do intimidate for some reason.
It's because intimidate's based off strength. So if your strength's higher than your fellowship for charm, then yeah, it'll be better.
Yeah, no, my fellowship is the highest I have next to ballistic, which is just 1 point. So I guess I try to charm him.
Okay.
Any pluses or just straight?
Yeah, no, straight.
Nope.
Nope. You're not very productive. Also, by the way, your fate points haven't regenerated because it hasn't been a day yet. So yeah, you just fail. He looks at you and says, there's no need to be inappropriate. However, I'm still not going to let you have this writ. Go bother the Mechanicus. I'm sure they'll answer all of your questions methodically.
Right, now we have to go get the freaking Artec freeze.
I'm like half dead, bro. I ain't going
Yeah,
anywhere.
but we kind of need you to talk to the Mechanicus. I don't have a lot of pull.
Tech priests are very, you're not one of us, fuck off kind of people. I mean, yes, Connor's an arbitrator, but they have their own diplomatic immunity from the Arbites.
Yeah, I can.
An Arbite can kill a tech priest, no problem, but a priest can then kill said Arbite with Scutari, and Scutari are a lot better at killing things than arbitrators are. It's kind of their job. The job description of a Scutari is heavy armor, heavy weapons, and fuck you, that's why.
Scutari can probably kill a space marine.
Downstairs.
Yeah. I groan and pinch the bridge of my nose. I really hate dealing with all this paperwork. And I go fuck off to go get freaking Radius.
Yeah. So the two of you now head back down into the well, not too far down, but you head down basically one level to the mid-hive.
Candace
You
is-
go and find the same place.
Yeah.
You can see all three of them either praying and working on a gun, or working on a gun.
Radius, can you walk?
Alex, you said I can walk, right?
Yeah, you will be with a slight limp, but it's not affecting you too badly.
I'm gonna look at Amber. Well, I haven't tried to just yet.
Try. We're going to the Mechanics Aspire now.
Understood. I'm gonna put my my Adept Mechanicus robe on, but not the concealment coat that we had earlier.
You still have those? I thought I would have sold my off like to Slittery anyway.
Oh yeah, your disguises, quote unquote, they're all torn and ripped with bullet holes in them.
Actually,
in some
mine.
cases.
I never got hit once, so I don't know what holes.
Yours
mine
is in
have.
semi-decent commission. Deco's has a nice, lovely bit of shrapnel damage to it from a certain arbitrator.
I don't know who
Um,
did that.
I probably
Radius is torn in pieces. Drake's has several knife wound holes in it.
I'm gonna
And Arias just has probably just discarded it back when the guy playing Arias was still here.
I'm gonna finish locking up whatever weapon that I had half open right now. Put it back together, holster it. I'm gonna grab my staff and, leaning heavily on it, I'm gonna try and limp out towards the door.
If he's limping, I'm
Go.
just gonna help him walk. No. It wouldn't be a good idea to carry a tech priest around. That might seem weird.
Carry me, senpai.
No, walk. Push it down the stairs.
The ultimate question is Arias going to go with, considering his own view on the Mechanicus?
I don't care. I'm like, alright, you can stay here and babysit. the
You
other
may
team.
not care, Connor, but I don't think you want to walk up to the Mechanicus Spire and immediately have tension.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said maybe it'd be a good idea for you to stay with the others. Make sure Deco hole in his chest is fixed. Sorry about that again.
Deco, are you here?
I'm here. I'm also flipping the middle finger at him. At her.
I love you too. Now then, let's go. Take Radius back to the Spire Tower, the Tech Priest one.
Mechanicus Spire, yes.
Mechanicus Spire, yes. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
before I leave, I asked, with those shitty little stub automatics, do you guys want to keep them? Because I'm selling mine.
I'm good.
Also, as I said, they're barely worth anything.
And does it
I'm
really matter?
I'm gonna ditch the compact ones. And actually, I'm just gonna ditch them
Okay, if you do,
somewhere. Like, just
just
Hold
give it
on.
to me, I'll sell it. Hell,
Who was asking me to turn some compacts into an assault rifle?
I was just making a joke about that.
Yeah, it's physically impossible. So, a poor quality compact stub automatic
I would think about if you could
is
buy
worth 0 thrones.
Oh,
It's half price for being poor, and then has 25 thrones removed for being compact.
Well, I figured I
And
could smelt the metal down.
A common cost to it is 50, so it's not even worth anything. These fuckers probably either stole them or a gang bought them for them, and they just mugged people to pay it off.
yeah, I guess I'll leave it on Radius's bed. Like, if you want to take them apart for whatever reason, do what you do. And then I start helping a limp Radius to his people.
actually, I'm going to keep those and see if I can take them apart, figure out how they work, whatever. Just
Tech Heresy.
screw around. Just screw around with them.
Tech
Yeah,
Heresy.
you dick around with some guns, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Radius and Amber, the two of you make your way to the Mechanicus Spire. Security to get into the Spire is heavy as fuck.
I know.
You have to pass through several gates, speaking in binary to get through them, but it doesn't require any rolls or any immediate attention. Getting through the gate, or getting through the final gate, you're effectively welcomed into this sort of outer perimeter of the spire, patrolled by like pretty much a triplet of Skitari who are just sort of walking around and making sure no one's an idiot, as well as several gun servitors that are positioned in certain locations to act as sort of sentry bots, basically. When you wander in, a tech priest of fairly low rank, at least you identify them as sort of low rank, Radius walks up to the two of you and begins speaking in binary to you, Radius, and he says, why is this Arbite holding on to you?
I am malfunctioning significantly.
I see.
Do I see like the tech priest examine you, Radius?
He gives you you notice him give him a once over, but that's about it.
I'm just going to say he wandered into the Underhive. Long story. I will assume
the tech priest just looks at you briefly, but is continuing to stare at Radius.
May we enter?
It is not my place to dictate if a brother tech priest may enter the holy shrine or not. However, and he turns and looks at Amber. This is all in binary, by the way. So Amber, all you hear is a bunch of buzzing, and then this guy slowly turns to look at you.
Dial up.
Which translates to, we don't allow meat bags inside of the shrine.
Amber, you must wait here. What is it you wanted to go collect?
we are looking for permission to access the Factorum 3 for the Thai festival and figure out why the tech priest closed it.
I scribble all of that down on... Can you write on a data slate?
I gave you the data. I'm pretty sure I have a copy of it on my data set. I just give you that. Here.
Alright. I wrote it down on mine and then you gave me yours, so...
Oh, then fine. I take mine back.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go limping inside looking for answers.
You could just say, I'm your walking stick.
No,
Alright.
they don't allow that shit.
Yeah.
Then I guess Amber I'll go post up somewhere. Like a normal Arbite. Surrounded by Skitaris.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah,
Okay.
settle in.
Okay. So yeah, you head inside. Effectively, this tech priest volunteers to sort of like help you, as he recognizes that you are actually injured, and he's more than happy to
Bleeding,
give you a hand.
blood and oil everywhere.
So,
Oh, he doesn't care.
reading the information that he relayed to me, I'm gonna talk to the tech priest. I'm gonna say, I'm looking for information as to why Factorum 3's current status is classified.
No, it was shut down.
Yeah, but I thought it was also mechanically classified.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
Also, yeah, why is it shut down? Why is it shut down and why is it classified by us?
Yeah, so he looks at you and says in binary, I'm not sure why it's been closed. It wasn't my decision to close it down, if I'm honest. You'll have to see if you can gain an audience with the Magos. Or, perhaps Sister Sela is still within the shrine. She might know.
Sister Sela?
Yes.
Whom might that be?
She's one of the engine seers for the facility. She maintains all of our equipment and outfits the Skitari with their weaponry.
Would you mind giving me her coordinates?
I'll show you where she is.
At any time, she was at the front gate and Amber was trying to hit on her and failing horribly.
Oh yeah. You know how it is.
What would I have to roll to hit on a
Okay, I
Magus?
had to slip out for a bit to get some dinner. I'm here again.
It's okay.
Do you need me
Sure.
for anything?
No,
Not at the moment.
you're still bleeding out back in the what we call the chop shop.
Actually, for some ungodly reason, I don't know why, I want to take this guy with us and have him actually become a regular doctor.
I'm
Yes.
fine with that. Just mean how much did it cost? How much will he charge for something like that?
30 friends a day. No,
Yeah.
50 friends a day.
I mean, no.
Anyway, yeah.
That's why I'm trying to be the doctor.
Yeah. So, yeah, the tech priest leads you inside of the main Mechanicus spire. Inside, you can hear the glorious works of machines being worked on by a variety of different tech priests. You can see not actually very many tech priests themselves, but you can see several like reclamators wandering around, doing what they can. Eventually, you are brought before a tech priest who seems to be sort of crouched down and is working on a cogitator unit. But the tech priest gets their attention and says, Sister Sela, our brother here wishes to know of Factorum 3. If you could also look after him for a moment, I'm going to go see if Chirurgeon Carolinus is nearby. He's in need of medical assistance. And the tech priest stands up and turns around, and yeah, you're greeted with this fairly friendly face for a tech priest. She's got her Mechanicus robe like done up very nicely. She's got a she has a utility mechadendrite coming over her shoulder, which still seems to be working on something alongside a optical mechadendrite, which is watching so that she can still see what she's doing. But she turns around and rubs the oil off of her hands with a cloth, and proceeds to put it on her a belt. She's got very pale skin. One of her eyes appears to be cybernetic, but she doesn't have the respirator unit that most tech priests have. Her cybernetic eye is gleaming a sort of red light, whilst her human eye is blue. And she looks at you, Radius, and says, so, you are the one interested in Factorum 3, correct?
As soon as she turned around, I wrapped my other hand around my staff that I'm using to carry me, and I made the sound of the cog while holding my weight up, and bowed a little bit.
Yeah, she cog signed as well.
Yes, that's precisely. I'm inquiring into Manufactorum 3's status.
Right. Would you
Of course.
mind answering me why you wish to know about the Factorum?
I've been directed here by the. We're here with the local government, right?
No, we're
The
here.
Adeptus Terra,
Adeptus
they're-
Terra.
Yeah.
And
which is the galaxy-wide government.
Yeah, we've been directed here by the Adeptus Terra to investigate Manufactorum 3 in regards to
Thai Festival.
the oncoming Tithe Festival. Well, I was actually thinking of the oncoming.
Yeah.
Right.
All of these things are connected.
Yes. Well, from what I remember, let's see what she does remember.
I
Not a lot, but she says, from what I remember about the reports Magos Iacton left, Factorum 3 was closed due to several mechanical failures within the servitors, as well as the cybernetic devices within. It was underperforming its tithe duty due to some unforeseen circumstance from the underhive gangers who now live there. The Adeptus Arbites have been trying to deal with them. However, they were stopped by our Lord Magos, as he believes the Factorum is our property. And so we will deal with it our own way, although he hasn't made very many strides to dealing with it.
Do we have the error reports from the servitors and the faulty implants?
I believe the Magos keeps them on an encrypted data slate in his personal office. I'm sure if you show him the same data you've shown me, he will allow you to procure some of the data stored on these data slates.
Very well. Thank you, Engine Seer. I make the sound of the cog again.
She returns it. But she doesn't let you go. She says, I highly recommend that you remain here until the chirurgeon can patch you up a bit.
In that case, would you kindly summon the Magos for me?
I do not have that kind of power within the Mechanicus. You can go see him once the chirurgeon has fixed you. He is already on his way now, and she points behind you. When you turn to look, you can see a tech priest walking towards you. However, the top part of his robes appear to be white. His legs and hat and arms appear to be fully cybernetic, but his face appears to have no signs of augmentation whatsoever. He approaches you with a Medicae and optical mechadendrite on his back. He doesn't appear to be armed with anything, but he walks right up towards you and says, he cog signs and bows slightly and says, "Greetings, brother. What appears to be wrong with you?"
Likewise. I believe I have multiple malfunctions. I kind of like gesture all over my body with my hands.
To the bruising, the gunshots, and...
Yeah.
Oh, no,
So,
specifically, I just point at my whole body.
Yeah, so whilst you are talking with him and he's gathering up your symptoms, you can see his mechadendrites are already, like, going over your body and, like, scanning you for where, like, internal and external injuries. And he says, I can patch you up. It should be no issue.
Very well.
Yeah, and he basically begins healing you, and there's actually no way he can fail this unless he rolls a natural 100, as he's classed as an excellent type of medical care, so he has an int of 60, Medicae plus 20, Master Chirurgeon, and a Medicae Mechadendrite, so unless it's a natural 100, it's not. So he passes by 2.9 degrees of success. You are considered heavily wounded. He has Master Chirurgeon. He's also an excellent skilled physician. He's also a tech priest working on another tech priest. He has several bits of medical equipment that he's using on you, as well as several different kinds of painkillers and antiseptics and all this other shit. So, yeah, I'm going to be generous. He speeds up your healing process to the point where it takes half the time it would. So instead of it taking 14 days, it takes 7 days. You also immediately heal 8 hit points. And you feel fucking great when he's finished. You feel like you could go and run marathons.
I imagine I'm like a little bit high from that.
You probably are.
Yeah. You're not really high, it's just more like yeah, fuck it, you feel quite high. Yeah. You feel great.
Yeah.
This guy patched you up good.
Well, I'm back up to 10 wounds now, so.
Yeah. And he looks at you and says, do take it easy. The damage I've repaired can be re-damaged if you're not careful with your adventures into the Underhive.
My eyes kind of went like bug-eyed when I felt how euphoric I was, and I immediately was thanking him.
Yeah. He says, my services take me outside of the Mechanicus Spire so very rarely. So, if you are injured, please return to me, so that I may heal you. This time was for free, although I will expect a bare minimum free of 500 thrones the next time you require my aid.
Very well, Master Chirurgeon. Thank you for your services.
Go now with the Omnisire, brother. And, like, he cog symbols at you, and then starts walking off back the way he came.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even turn around. He just walks backwards.
Probably.
Yeah.
He has an optical mechadendrite. He can walk backwards without having the need to turn around.
And then his torso pivoted without his hips going, and then his hips went after that.
Quite possibly. He has a cybernetic locomotive and arms, so it's quite possible.
He does this whole robot thing just to be kind of like a dick.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he turns around and walks off. And yeah, you're now able to walk without being too badly damaged. You're not in any pain because he's given you painkillers and yeah, he's given you painkillers. But after like an hour or so, you're probably going to be in not in immense, but you're going to be in some kind of minor pain for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the whiskey comes in.
That's when whiskey comes in, yes. But yeah, do you want to go and see if you can get an audience with the Magos?
Yeah, so I assume she's still standing right there, right?
Magos? No. Magos
No,
isn't down here with you.
Engine seat.
Delay. Yeah, she pretty much went straight back to work as soon as the chirurgeon started working on you.
Excuse me, miss?
She turns her head slightly, so that to sort of tell you that yes, you have her attention.
Could you point me in the direction of the Magos' quarters? Or
she points. She effectively points down into the middle of the room where there's an elevator unit, protected by 4 Skitari who are all facing in different directions.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna head straight over there and attempting access to that elevator.
Yeah. You walk up. One of the Skitari stops you and asks, why do you wish to meet with the Magos?
I'm inquiring as to Factorum 3's present status.
Authorization request.
I present the data slate to him, that our mission data slate.
Right.
Where he can
He scans it, and he says, well, let's see what he says, actually. Nope, he says nothing. He just sort of goes, authorization accepted. And he opens the elevator door. Inside, you can see a 5th Skitari just sort of stood there, in the elevator with you as you're going up. The travel time is fairly short, and no, there isn't elevator music.
There is, but just to the Omnisire.
Yeah, but eventually you do get to the top after a good 7 minutes of waiting. Once you get to the top, there's again, well, no, not again. There's about 10 Skitari between you and these 2 big double doors. That when you walk up to them, the 2 end Skitari open the doors. And yeah, inside you can see basically a torso and a head, with the eyes closed or deactivated as they're cybernetic. And as you walk up, the cybernetic eyes flicker on, and effectively some servitors that are in the ceiling come down and start attaching him. And he does that thing that Mr. Stark does in the Avengers film, when he's walking and the armor's being taken off of him as he's walking. Effectively, it's as he's floating towards you, his arms, legs, mechadendrites, everything is being plugged in and turned on and activated as he's approaching you.
That's cool.
To the point by the time he's in front of you, this guy is taller than you. You're about 6'2". This guy is the size of a space marine. He's 7 feet.
And I'm fucking
with about
jealous.
with about 6 mechadendrites coming off of his back. All of which are pointed at you and sort of scanning you, or clapping, well, not clapping, but sort of connecting and disconnecting and all that. And he looks at you and just says,
before I even allow him to talk, I make the sign of the cog, I low bow, and I take a knee.
Yeah. He just looks at you and says, identification.
I stand up This one is Radius Solus Ego.
Logging. Technographer. Radius Solus Ego. Default rank within order.
Oh, was that a question?
No. He says after a pause, he seems to be like uploading something, and then he says, information request. Reason for presence with me.
I'm inquiring into the status of Factorum 3.
Factorum 3. Status. Closed down. Reason. Gang territory increased. High levels of conflict predicted between Mechanicus and local gang.
Was there something else I was supposed to ask about Factorum 3?
Maybe ask why everything was glitching out like hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna inquire to the error reports that the engine seer gave me.
Well, you said it yourself. Roll me an inquiry test. At about +10, because this guy has no reason to suspect anything of you, and you've shown some pretty decent authorization.
And he could literally just have you ripped apart in like 3 seconds.
He could force the gravity around you to basically crush you. Like, that's the power of a Magos. He looks at you, and similar to a servitor you met a while ago, he just looks at you and says a statement. Rejected.
I'm gonna hold up my the data slate with my authorization so that he can scan it.
Sure. He scans it. Noted. Warning. Encryption detected within data slate. Scanning source.
Oh god.
Inquisitorial detection. Encryption detected.
Fuck!
Oh, that was a bad move.
Well, we're all gonna
I
die.
don't say a damn thing, and I stand there holding it.
Yeah. He looks at you and says, how may the servants of the Omnissiah assist the members of the Inquisition this day?
Is Amber suddenly
Okay,
forced into the room because... Or no?
Believe it or not, you just told a very powerful member of the Mechanicus something that he would have figured out on his own anyway.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I figured.
This guy has a logic of 100, and he can just look at you and be like, oh yeah, I can see Inquisition written all over you.
Am
He
I-
probably knew before I fucking told him.
Am I
You know
He
what?
took he took one look at your data slate and said, oh yeah, I've seen this before. I fucking encrypted it for you.
Am I dead yet? Am I like now being surrounded by Skitari?
No, you're just left on your own. The same triplet of Skitari consistently doing routes around the spire.
So I'm gonna ask
lonely.
him again about the errors.
Statement accepted. Factorum 3's maintenance issues arose when the heretic order known as Sola Impuris emerged. Heretic head count was over 60. Confirmed kills of the heretics have massed at approximately 35. 25 heretics remain on the planet. All 60 arose from the Factorum. All 60 were responsible. I have personally executed 17 out of the 35 deceased. The others have reprogrammed servitors. We had to destroy them in order to get them. The remaining 25 have gone into hiding amongst the other hive cities. All Mechanicus forces have been ordered to execute on site.
Well, the good news is, if it's heretics, we can probably get the Mechanicus, at least some aid from the Mechanicus.
Yeah, but first, that information that we had that the Inquisition gave us from the start, what about the grayed out men cutting out people's tongues? Or Alex, what precisely did they tell us we were down here to do?
Basically, there's a whole load of psychic shit going on. The Inquisition is like, no, 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 and you've been sent to go and deal with it.
Yeah.
But like in exact words, what was I told?
There's a handout for it.
You were told in exact words, the High Vault of Canopus has been having extreme psychic disturbances going on around the underhive and mid-hives. You've been sent to basically find out what it is and put it down. The reason being, it's causing too much disruption, and it's pissing off the Administratum and the Inquisition alike.
Alright, I'm going to inquire to him about psychic phenomenon and see if they have any notices about recent changes, possibly correlating to their heretics.
We are unaware of any psychic disturbances. However, we have noted that the retinues of such heretics have commonly been of psychic nature. Putting these threats down has been difficult. We believe a slight disruption within the population has caused increased mutations. These mutations have been caused by psychic disturbances, increasing psychic births among the mutant population of the Underhive. We believe that the Red Redemption has been trying to root out these heretics and mutants alike, with little luck. They are burning civilians in order to scare the mutants and heretics alike. We care little for this. However, they are burning potential tech priests.
My face is kind of nodded now at him mentioning all that about the Red Redemption and the Ecclesiarchy and tech priests getting burned.
Potential tech priests getting burned.
Well, yeah, but still.
At least those that have been marked by the Magos as, hey, he's pretty smart, knows how to fix machines, maybe we get him in here. And then the Redemptionists burn him, and he's like, for fuck's sake.
Let's just start kidnapping.
I'm decided, damn that cunt of a fucking guy, and you're just there like, yeah, I agree.
Also, isn't that the whole opposing faith thing? The priests and the tech priests don't exactly get along.
Yeah, but this is a Magos. He thinks that's just a petty, pissing disagreement between two different people.
Yeah.
But the Redemptionists are causing actual problems by burning potential tech priests.
Yeah, and the tech priests can't do shit about it without invoking the wrath of the Arbites, even though, technically speaking, the Arbites have no say in doing it. But a Redemptionist versus a tech priest, the Redemptionist will win 9 times out of 10, due to the fact that he's got an Eviscerator, and the tech priest will have a mono-axe.
Just send the Skitari. They fix everything.
Actually, I was
He
gonna...
fix everything. The problem is that the Skitari's area of fuck, I'm trying to remember the word now.
Expertise?
Their jurisdiction consists of the Mechanicus Spire you're existing in.
I'm gonna actually ask him to requisition 24 Skitari, so 2 12-unit squads, and a medic. And I'm gonna tell him that we're gonna go look into that.
This is not going to work.
I don't think you can requisition that much.
Oh no,
Maybe
man.
However, we do not have 24 Skitari available.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
If you wish to have 24 Skitari requisitioned, I can sign a requisitioning paper. However, it will take a number of years for that group to be summoned by the nearby Forge World of Turan Shush.
How many can we borrow from you for the time being, noble lord?
None. All of us Skitari are currently busy on maintenance tasks and protecting of our field tech priests. We cannot spare any.
Gun servitors?
Oh god. We're not trying to go that low.
I have approximately 9 gun servitor units. However, their ammunition capabilities are low, and their ability to move quickly is limited. As well as the fact that these heretics have managed to somehow develop a code that overwrites our ability to command the servitors. The chances of the servitors turning on you and killing you instead of your prey is too high.
Quite unsavory. What of the chirurgeon I've requested?
Our own Master Chirurgeon is needed here, for if any tech priest suffers injury.
Perhaps
We cannot afford to send him out into the field.
Perhaps an acolyte chirurgeon, then?
We do not have any acolyte chirurgeons.
I'm willing to be one.
You're not here, Amber. Don't make me come down there with my omniscient axe.
Okay, I'll hide in the corner.
Very well.
Damn
Thank
it,
you for
that's
your
not
time,
fair.
noble lord. I make the sign of the cog, and I don't know. I kind of wait.
I have a feeling.
Yeah, he cock signs at you and says, "Go now and continue with your investigation."
I have a feeling he actually didn't hurt me to say that.
I'm gonna pivot turn on my boot and basically like Mechanicus march out of there.
Yeah. When you turn and leave, God, that voice is killing my throat. Thank God this conversation's done. You can see as he's turning and walking back, just as he was being put together as he was moving, he's being taken apart as he's moving back.
Was he just naked this entire conversation?
No, he had his Mechanicus robe flopped on him, but he doesn't have an inch of flesh anywhere. He's completely cybernetic. Basically, to damage this dude, you need to have a power weapon, and all of your abilities need to be put into melee, or you need a melter gun to even hurt this guy.
Thank God I want to be that guy.
Like, he has a natural armor of 8. His primary suit of armor is AP 8 as well, because it's power armor, and he has a natural toughness of 70. Meaning he has a soak of about 23, 22.
Yeesh.
Yep.
Yeah, Magos are hard to kill, which is why they're completely broken and overpowered in Ascension. Anyway, yeah.
I should have asked more general questions. I get the feeling I could have gotten something from that guy.
Here's a stick. Go whack someone with it.
Anyway, I'm just walking out of the spire the same way I came in.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye out as I leave.
Yeah. Yeah, no one seems to react to you as you leave.
Okay.
The
I'm gonna go to
Magos
Amber.
threw a rock at Amber while you were walking down.
If the Magos threw a rock at you, it would go at the speed of a bullet. Best quality cybernetic arms give him a strength of about 100, so if he throws a rock at you, it's just gonna go straight through your skull.
Fuck, I need to get some of those.
Yeah, Magos are broken. Anyway. So yeah, Amber, you see your tech priest striding out of the spire as if he's completely unhurt.
And I look happy in my eyes.
Did you have sex while you were in there?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, my dude.
Error, inquiry, copulation, error.
So they gave you the good shit then. Okay. Oh god.
I took notes on everything he told me on the data slate, and I kind of pull Amber in close. I look over both my shoulders to make sure that like nobody's eavesdropping, peering at it.
I'm surrounded by Skitari. I'm pretty sure we're fine.
There's 3 Skitari, and they're currently on the other side of the spire doing their patrol route.
Yes.
I scroll into the pages of the notes of everything he said about the Solar Imperialis Heretics, the 60 current reported ones, the damaged servitors, the psychers among the heretics, the lot of it that they had on it.
Did you get us permission to visit this place or no?
We have full authority from the Mechanicus on this world, I assure you.
I say you're sure it's something we have to go look for you in the Underhive. Can you show me the solid evidence?
There are things that cannot be said in common places.
GM, did we get permission? I'm just asking real quick to make sure.
Yeah,
Permission to do what?
To go to the head to the...
The Magos knows you're in the Inquisition, so...
And that's what I'm trying to not tell you out in...
Yeah, basically, if you go there, any tech priest who tries to stop you is going to get a very, very strongly worded vox from the Magos telling them that they should fuck off.
You do know that you could just type on the days here to show me we got permission, and then just erase it, right?
You could, but this is more fun.
I know.
Yeah.
And this game's all about fun.
Yes. And
Fun.
fun. Said the
The
orc
more you
mech boss.
inquire about it, the wider my eyes get, the more scared I am, and the more insistent that we can't be talking about it here.
This
And the more
one.
insistent that I get that we have full authority.
Okay, let's go back to the others. Make sure they're not dead yet. Hopefully that doctor
Alright,
did take Deco's liver. And I hope I didn't take out Deco's liver.
I'm gonna stand like right in Amber's personal space as we walk back, as I am afraid of this hive world.
Fair enough.
I'm just thinking he's a noble and I'm just doing what I did in training, just escorting people.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh shit.
And yeah, you return to the medical hut.
Does everyone still have their liver? Is the first thing I ask when I walk in.
Yes.
Just so you guys know, our priest fell asleep. So, Alex, that's all you know.
A tech freeze?
No, my girlfriend
Arias.
playing Arias.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So Rice is asleep. Okay. Curled up in a corner, having dreams of burning tech priests.
It's all very nice.
Yes. So, close the door. Do we have like a private room or something, or like how is this set
You
up?
have the room that you're in. The medic hasn't come out of the other room. In fact, you're fairly sure he's probably gone to do his actual main job at this point.
I checked the other room to see if we're alone.
Yeah, there's no one else in the building.
I'm going to check the walls real quick to make sure there's no listening devices.
There are none.
I don't need to roll.
No, you don't need to roll.
Okay. So, and I pretty much relay everything that Radius has got. We got permission to go to the second Factorum 3. Apparently it's for gangers and most likely crazy heretics with servitors. Fucking servitors. Whatever we're looking for, most likely using that as some form of base, or at least is near there.
Wait, what?
I'm pretty much just telling Deco and everyone else what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
How long will it take for the rest of you guys to fully heal up so we can head there?
I think I have about 6 days.
Yeah.
So we have
Decker has 6 days. Drake has 7 days.
I think I got like 1 day.
No, you have 7 days.
So yeah, we can head out in about a week.
Yeah, Radius and Decker are considered lightly wounded.
I have
So they'll head out in about a week. Drake is still heavily wounded, so he'll probably take actually a bit more than 7 days.
Mm.
Unless, you go find a psyker and they psychically do their thing, or Radius decides to tell the group about the Master Chirurgeon, and you all ask very nicely and you pull together 500 throws.
300.
Yeah,
Oh, wait. We're not tech priests. He'll charge more, won't he?
Yeah.
Yep. Hence the 500.
Yeah.
So, I feel like I should go talk to the local Arbites to see if I can get anything to assist us in this more or less siege we're doing.
The Arbites probably won't help you because they're all like, jurisdiction, it's Mechanicus property. But the enforcers are probably like, gangers? In the mid-hive? No, senor.
I'm about to go see.
And if you ask them very nicely.
I'm about to go talk to the enforcers. I tell the others, well, you guys make a plan. I'm about to go rally some troops. And I get up to go find the freaking enforcers.
Yeah, you've already been to their precinct once today, so you already know where it is.
Yeah.
The day is getting late, so this will probably be the last thing we do for this little session, unless someone's dying to do something. Amber, you make your way to the Enforcer precinct. It's only about 100 meters away. but the crowd makes it a bit longer to get there because you're having to navigate your way through. But you get there no problem. You see the same enforcer that you saw last time, an enforcer called Carlin, relatively young guy. He seems to be on guard duty. You spoke to him briefly to try and figure out where the Arbite fortress was, as well as if he could decrypt the note for you, but he couldn't. But he gives you a slight nod as you walk in.
I nod back and walk in. Who would I talk to about setting something like this up?
Usually you give it to an enforcer with the strict instructions of passing it up the chain of command, with a very, very good reason.
Oh, I'm an Arbite, so I'm going to see if I can. I guess I'll
Either going straight to the top or asking someone to pass a message along is how you would do it then.
Yeah, but since I heard about heretics and shit, I don't know if I could trust the link, the small ones. So I'm going to say fuck it. I'll go see if I can cut to the top.
Sure. So why don't you roll me an inquiry to see if you can figure out who the head guy is? So you're like going around asking people a bunch of questions like, "Hey Lamau, who's the head of the enforcers here?"
Any pluses? I do have peers Arbite, but I don't know that will apply here.
No, you need peer enforcers to gain that. Okay. I'm going to give you a +10 because you technically have authority over the young ones or the lower rank ones. The main enforcer is like the equivalent to an arbitrator. Yeah, you just about pass. Yeah. So if you give me a second. Yeah. So basically arbitrator Dariel is in command of the enforcers. He was given the title of arbitrator for several long years of service or some bullshit. However, the term for arbitrator for him just means head enforcer rather than actual arbitrator. So, yeah.
Just titles. Okay.
It's just a title. It doesn't actually mean anything too much. Yeah. It just means he's the head.
Yeah, I go find him.
Yep. He appears to be in his own private little office, the same way the chief of police would have. So, you know. And yeah. You walk in. He looks you up and down and says, "Are you a new recruit, or are you here for something else?"
Something else. I kind of flash my Arbite's badge and sit down in front of him.
He looks at it and nods. He does technically still outrank you. Technically, he outranks you. Yeah. But yeah, you know. Yeah, and he looks at you and says, "What can I do to help you today, then?"
Well, my group and I is with the Adepted Terra investigation to assist with the forward looking at the Thai festival that is about to come and blah blah blah. And we were able to discover certain information while we were looking into some things that I think you will like, and I hope you will help us to deal with.
He raises an eyebrow.
What
will that be?
Does he know about the whole high gangers in the middle hive, or no? He doesn't know about that.
They probably have it on file, and that they're just waiting for a go-ahead from someone.
Okay, well, I'm someone. Well, I'm assuming you also know that there's Factorum 3 was shut down due to an infestation of a local pest known as hive gangers.
We're aware. We've scouted the place out for several weeks now. Since it was taken over and the Mechanicus didn't declare it as their own property, we counted about 30 to 60 gangers inside of there, coming in and out, using the sewer system for the mid-hive to travel from the mid-hive to the underhive.
Well. Currently,
we also noted a few mutants among their number.
Ugh. Amber looks a little bit disgusted. Ugh, mutants.
I know. We believe it's the Barbosan gang that's infested this place.
Barbosa gang. Wasn't Deco a part of that gang?
No.
No, it wasn't.
Not
I'm
this.
from a different world entirely.
Not
Also,
you.
pretty-
The fake one.
Yeah, but
Oh.
gang-
Not you, Deco. Other Deco.
Right,
Dead
okay,
Deco.
never mind.
And let us say our Deco. Assume Dead Deco. So yeah. So yeah, he was a part of them.
Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, I bring the. Oh yeah. We had a run with one of their dealers, I guess. Someone went by the name Deco.
Wait, you found Deco? Did you arrest him?
We tried. He's dead. We got some
Ah.
information pointing towards something within the Factorum, which is why I'm here.
Probably a drug den.
Yeah, that too. I have a bunch of. By the way, I pull out the drugs. Can you dispose of this for me? I'm getting real sick of carrying this stuff around.
He looks at it, and if you give me a second to turn to the page, I can finally tell you what the name of the drug is. Where is it? Give
I
me
have
a minute.
6 drugs noted in my other notes. I don't remember what. I know 3 of them are. Ah, fuck it. They're drugs in my book. I don't care what they are.
Yeah. He looks at it and goes, I see. Slam. Horrible drug.
Ugh.
Not familiar with that one.
Causes some serious problems.
I just
Came
kind
here
of
from out of sector. Nasty drug.
went up for the evidence locker. And I just kind of holding it over the trash can, or should I just dispose of it?
Just get rid of it.
And I just kind of drop it in his trash can.
He nods.
Oh, anyways, yeah. Deco's dead. Found information pointing to the Factorum. Our group is currently healing from that encounter. So, and after certain talking to some people, quote unquote, we received permission to go and investigate, quote unquote. We're just hoping the local enforcer may wish to aid us in this investigation. I'm more or less asking, you want to come shoot some gangers with us?
Roll me a fellowship test. Plus 10.
Oh.
He just said shoot gangers. That's not even a plus 20.
I'm looting to just shoot gangers.
The plus 10 is where is the shoot gangers.
Yeah.
Ah!
Still don't have any fate points. So he looks at you and goes, Throne, I wish I could help. I can only spare, like, I don't know, three enforcers. All the others are busy trying to, deal with the other gangs and make sure the redemptionists don't get too out of hand. I can give you 3 men.
That's fine, I guess. Better than nothing.
That seems fair. Do you think you supply with some extra ammunition at least as well?
I'm actually going to ask if he has like
You're not with us. You're at the
somewhere
hospital.
Oh right, never mind.
But what were you going to ask?
Never mind.
Just say it.
I was going to ask if he had a charger for las guns, but I'm not there, so I can't ask that.
I mean, I know you have last guns, so I'm asking, can you give us some ammunition? I'm just saying shotgun. Maybe 1 or 2
He
las
looks at
guns.
you and says, I can outfit you with some spare bullets and some shotgun shells, I suppose.
I don't think they will really have any kind of head armor or whatever. Like an extra helmet.
No.
Yeah.
Arbitrators usually have riot gear. Enforcers tend to have light flat cloaks, coats, and shotguns.
I need it. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, I smile. Thank you, sir. I'll be back within a week to tell you when we're ready. Again, the rest of my party are severely wounded.
Alright. I will rally up the other enforcers and brief them on what they're going to be doing. They'll meet you outside of a few streets away from Factorum 3 within the next few days. Well,
Okay.
within a week.
Yeah, I tell them like within a week, give or take a day or two.
He gives you one of the Enforcer's Vox numbers, so you Vox him, and then he'll Vox the others. And get them all in position and ready.
Okay. And I shake his hand.
He shakes your hand and basically salutes you as you're walking out and leaving.
I salute back and just leave.
Yeah.
This is going to
So you might want to note down on your sheet somewhere saying that you have the Vox number of an Enforcer. Just put Enforcer's Vox number somewhere.
Okay, noted.
And then, yeah, you make your way back.
Yeah.
You make your way back. It's pretty much the end of the day by now. You get back to your wounded party. They slowly make their way back. Deco, you gain a wound for not doing anything today. So does Drake. Radius, you received more medical care, so your extended care restarts, basically. But hey, you have 8 less wounds you need to heal.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could at least handle some form of combat in my current condition.
Yeah, you could handle most forms of combat as long as you don't take too much damage. And the NPCs I intend on using don't roll very high.
Which is why I said we need a week to make sure we're all at top condition, or at least
Yeah,
as
it
close
would
as
be
possible.
much better to go in with
Full
as
health.
many wounds as you can.
Yeah.
Full 17, ideally.
Yeah, the full 17 would be very, very good.
Wait, I have
I tell the group that we have some friends to aid us when we go in.
18, not 17. I have 18.
If I would pass that, how many troops would have gave us if I passed that?
Anywhere between 10 and 15.
Damn.
They would have given you 10 and 15, but the after effects would have been worse.
Okay.
As in, the Redemptionists would be effectively given a bit more breathing room from the Enforcers and would probably burn a lot more people.
So they just gave me nuts that, okay, they can't run out and burn everyone. But at least we have some form of backup.
Yeah, you effectively have 3 Enforcers. You don't really know how well they're trained, but typically Enforcers are fairly good.
Yeah,
They're not very well armed or armored, but they're still backup.
They're meat shield in my book, more or less.
Body just throw out a problem.
Meat shields. Because Deco cannot be my meat shield. So,
We should focus on actually working towards getting some guard armor for everybody.
yeah.
Considering how there's... Well, I was about to say there's 5 members of the party, but there's only 4. And Drake probably will refuse flak armor because it's too big and bulky and he needs to stay thin and slender.
Yeah, so
You'd need about 900 thrones to get 600 thrones to get 2 sets of common flak armor. Since only Radius and Amber actually need it. Deco, you've already got your suit.
The perks of being a guardsman.
I could
Yeah.
go.
In the
That's about the
meantime,
only
you should
one.
probably focus on getting some other gear, like flak jackets or a flak cloak. Something that's cheap and gonna offer some kind of protection.
I have a mesh vest, but
Yeah, but that only protects your body.
yeah, I need something more.
So we're gonna say that Amber came back to us?
Yeah, I
now?
came back and told you guys what went down.
Okay.
That we now have reinforcement for the day we charge in. Well,
So are we trying to heal those wounds up, or are we gonna try and get going as soon as we can?
no, I specifically told you we have a week. Rest in
Alright.
bed. Don't move. If you need something, I'll go get it for you.
I'm gonna go see if I can work for the Spire for some medical assistance, perhaps some thrones for my work. Maybe pull us in some income to buy some weapons.
Sure. So if you want to just go and work for the Mechanicus for a week, that'll give you enough thrones to pay for some medical care to heal you, as well as probably leave you with about 50 thrones left off.
Okay.
Anything I can work for while I'm here? Maybe some light hunting of just no.
You can hunt bounties.
Yeah.
You could submit yourself to the nobility and act as a household guard for a week.
Yeah.
It wouldn't give you a lot of money. It'd give you about 20 thrones, but it's something to do for a week. But it would also mean that your whole thing of if you need something, I'll go get it for you won't apply because you'll be busy guarding a noble.
Okay. Then, but yeah, it's Deco. I don't think they need anything. Someone will bring their food. If anything, I'll go out and buy just I get some food for them. Just like, here's food for a day. It's on the table. Don't move. Goodbye.
Alex, can I assume while I was working for that week that I managed to recharge my last carbine and last pistol?
Las weapons charge automatically as long as they're near a light source after a few hours. So, Deco, if anything, your las pack would have recharged itself anyway, because this rune does have a light source in it. Radius likewise.
So they're solar powered.
Yeah.
More or
Somewhat.
less, yeah.
You can actually recharge a last pack over a fire, but I
That is
forget what the
dangerous.
downsides are.
Black.
And the downsides are is that its clip side can get permanently reduced.
Yeah.
No, I think it does. If you charge it like that, it automatically is permanently reduced. Plus, there's a chance for it to just burn out completely and become useless.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway.
hold on. So,
Yeah.
So Deco, assuming your character doesn't do anything over the next couple days, you do just heal back to full.
Yeah.
okay.
Likewise with Ewan's character.
I went to go freaking submit myself to a house for a week and get some extra coin. I need it.
Yeah, effectively, you spend the next 6 days standing still, protecting about 4 different parts of the same estate for a few days. And you get about 20 thrones out of it.
Anything I could do to try to boost my reputation with the Hive Noble? Or a little favor?
Not really, no.
No.
Not within a week. Everyone may also notice that their fate points are being regenerated because, hey, it's been multiple days, so you do get your fate points back.
Yay!
Hooray!
You get your wounds, your fate points back, and Darius disappears.
He died?
Can we keep his money?
Yeah, he had 50 thrones on him.
Alright,
Alright,
disappeared.
Yeah, effectively, Arias said, I'm going to go and preach, and never came back.
And then he died.
Oh, yeah, he had 50 thrones.
So that's 12.5 each, so someone gets 1.
Okay. I'll take the 1.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
So I got 11 then?
you got 13 then.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna take less thrones than the rest of you.
No. We all get 12, but someone gets an extra 1.
Oh, okay, I don't want it.
I flick it into the air and just say, fuck it.
I'll take it.
Okay.
The medic dives in and takes it. Haha, another one for me. No.
Oh, by the way, when the medic dives in, I'm going to ask him, hey, can you teach me some medical first aid at the bare minimum or medical skills at all?
That's gonna take some time, dude.
I know, but we're going
And-
to be here for like a month.
More like a week. You all heal completely back to full by the end of this week.
I mean, we're going to be on this
Um,
planet for like a month, so
You'll be here a while, yeah?
yeah. So I'm just
Probably,
gonna ask him.
unless you get really lucky. So far, you've spent about a week and 2 days here.
Yeah. So I'm asking him.
Or about a
think you
week
can
and a
teach
day
me a
on
little
this
bit?
Well, we'll handle that when we actually have a proper full session.
Okay.
But yeah, so the week comes to an end. Amber, you call up that arbitrator, enforcer even.
Yep.
And I wish it was 3 arbitrators. You would have 3 guys of stormtrooper carapace and combat shotguns helping you, but instead, no.
I could have gone try to talk to the Arbites. At some
No, they
point,
give you
but-
the excuse of we don't have jurisdiction there.
Yeah. But
I mean, technically they do, but they have to fill out so much paperwork and they have to deal with all the hissy fits that the Mechanicus will throw, and
well, I did the
then the
short.
Ecclesiarchy will get involved somehow. It's just a lot of hassle.
Well, if anyone, well, I am your freaking I am your reason to go. I got permission for my party, and you can be part of my party.
Yeah, but no, that's not how it works.
Yeah,
Anyway,
if I-
so yeah, you call up your enforcer. The enforcer then calls up his two, and you all effectively meet outside of the near Factorum 3, not directly outside of it, due to the fact that there are some gangers that lurk around outside. And yeah, that's where we're going to call this little impromptu session. Everyone gains a cheeky 100 XP. The maximum you can gain for these impromptu sessions is 100. In fact, some impromptu sessions you might not get any XP if you don't do anything productive, but considering how you found something out and gained some coin and gained some friends to come and help you out with this, I'd say that's worth 100.
Yay.